Any local knows the drive over Laurel Canyon to get from LA to the valley. However, many don't realize as they zoom up Laurel Canyon Boulevard that tucked away behind one of the gates is a vast estate connected to one of the most famous magicians and escape artists of all time. So famous, anyone young or old knows him by one name: Houdini. He was born Erich Weiss in Hungary in 1847. By the year 1900, Harry Houdini was one of the world's highest paid entertainers. More than a magician, Houdini was an escape artist, illusionist, and stunt performer. Here he is escaping handcuffs after jumping off a bridge in New York in 1907. He mesmerized crowds with his straitjacket escapes tied upside down. In 1919, Houdini came to Hollywood to make films. Here he is visiting Universal Pictures. And where did he stay while making movies in Los Angeles? In the guest house of a mansion off Laurel Canyon Boulevard. Today we're about to visit a very mysterious place tucked up in the hills of Laurel Canyon. It's called the Houdini Estate, and it's called the Houdini Estate for a reason. Let's see if there's any mystical powers up here. Businessman Jose Nazar is the current owner of the property at 2400 Laurel Canyon Boulevard. What did you know about Houdini when you purchased the property?
I admired him since I was a child because he was an absolutely extraordinary man. And he wasn't a magician. He was an escapist. He said, nobody can chain me, and I will find a way to keep my liberty.
Before Jose bought the property in 2006, the house sat empty and in disrepair.
I've been here for 40 years, and I consider myself an Angelino. This was abandoned, and I decided to restore it to its former glory because it has such a connection. Very few cities can say that Houdini lived here.
So once again, there's tidbits of Houdini's legacy all over the Houdini mansion. Jose has acquired quite a collection of Houdini memorabilia.
I got this, where he was a small man, he could fit in here.
Yeah. Did Houdini get in here and escape from this?
Not only that, the police would come and put locks in all around, sink him like that, and cover it with a screen, and he would come out.
Did Houdini practice any of his escapisms here in the house or by the pool? Or?
There is a big tank out there, much deeper than a pool, and he could do anything he wanted there.
This is just full of incredible Houdini artifacts. Couldn't help but notice the handcuffs.
I am always looking for Houdini memorabilia. Every time I travel, I say, do you have anything Houdini?
What is this writing?
Oh, it's something that he wrote.
Wow, 1920.
That comes from his pen.
Jeez, that's got to be rare to have a piece of his writing. Ooh. Well, of course, there would be a secret door in the Houdini estate. A good friend of Jose Nazar is Houdini biographer Patrick Culleton, who knows all the details of the property and Houdini's history here.
Paramount Pictures signed Houdini to star in 2 films for them.
Okay.
And he came out to California, and 1919 was the year he spent as a movie star. And he said Hollywood, California was his favorite place on earth.
Has Houdini ever been on this property?
Oh, yes.
And did he ever live here?
Yes, but the property was much bigger then than it is now.
Right.
In other words, it also included the guest house, which was across the street.
Patrick explained that in 1919, Laurel Canyon was just a narrow road. Underneath was a tunnel that connected the Houdini guest house, which is long gone, to the current house on this side of the street.
The studio was at Sunset and Vine, so it was actually walking distance for him because he walked a lot. He was going to be out here for a total of about 9 months, and naturally he wanted to stay in a place that was worthy of a star. Ralph Walker's Guest House came up, 2435 Laurel Canyon Boulevard. He walked through the gardens here every day. He swam in the pool here every single day. This was a major thing with him.
Today, the 5 acres of spectacular grounds, gardens, terraces, caves, and ponds that Harry Houdini once enjoyed are available for private functions. Beautifully appointed interiors like bedrooms, sitting rooms, and additional areas like the famous monkey room are also available. Tell me what goes on here. How, can you rent this? Can you stay here?
I have to support the property.
Yeah.
And many people want to be able to do something here, getting married here. They travel from different states to get married here because it's such a splendorous place.
Harry Houdini and his wife Bess didn't get married here. They married in New York in 1894, but Bess enjoyed her time here in Hollywood with Harry. Together they had a pact to debunk the claims of fake spirit mediums. Harry and Bess shared a secret code that he would communicate to her if it were possible after his death. When Houdini died on Halloween in 1926 at the age of 52, Bess conducted a seance each year for 10 years, waiting for that code. The last Houdini seance took place on the roof of the Knickerbocker Hotel in Hollywood in 1936.
I do not believe that ghosts or spirits exist. The Houdini shrine has burned for 10 years. I now reverently turn out the light. It is finished. Good night, Harry.
Was there a code word that he had with his wife that would transcend into the afterlife that she would understand after he passed?
Yes.
Okay. What was that?
The code word was believe. And it was spelled out in code. It was spelled out in a code that the Houdinis used when they did a mind reading act when they were very young before they made it big.
So I believe I had the most excellent visit to the Houdini Estate. Now, if I could just figure out how to escape from this thing.
Uh-oh, I'm stuck here. I think I'm gonna be here for a while. I'm not as resourceful as Houdini.